Many gifted people are obsessed with being noticed, recognized, affirmed, loved, and admired. But Ian Roussel did not. Ian, a gifted on-screen personality, focused on his profession, family, and personal life rather than public attention and cameras. How did that go, and how far did he travel? This is the truth about TV's underestimated builder, Ian Roussel. Who's Ian Roussel? Ian Roussel was a top custom vehicle maker. His skill and talent set him apart from his peers. Because he was so good and his hands were faultless, everything he did seemed impossible. His autos looked new after repairs. His new autos always looked like they came from another dimension. His innovative mind and no-nonsense fabrication style are famous. His industry legend status is due to several good reasons. Ian Roussel was born in the early 1970s in the U.S. and loved cars and car building, especially ones without many regulations. He turned his love of cars into a career in custom car manufacturing. He was a skilled mechanic, fabricator, and steel, fiberglass, and horsepower artist. Ian started as a vehicle worker. No one knew him. Ian preferred solitude to the spotlight. Therefore, he was quiet. He wanted to live, not be famous. He worked hard to restore and rebuild cars to live comfortably, but fate had more for him, and he couldn't avoid it when the time came. Full Custom Garage, which airs on MAV-TV, features Ian's one-man constructions in small garages or shops with little crew, budget, or drama, making him popular. Most people would consider his custom builds impossible or challenging, recreated them from scratch. The Play and Ian stand out because Ian was authentic in everything. Ian Roussel's family married Jamie. How wonderfully Ian treated his family and how enthusiastically he worked hard to assure their comfort showed his love for them. He didn't seek fame or popularity, but financial security for his family. Thus, his tireless work ethic. The pair married in a private Mojave Desert ceremony on January 19, 2011. Jamie, Ian's wife, served in America. Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Chamberlain University College of Nursing. There was a strong Roussel bond. They were known for their loving and caring relationship. They traveled and posted about their lives on social media. A boy and a girl were born to Ian and Jamie Roussel. A boy named Jace. June 2023 saw his birth. Their daughter Ava was born in 2007. Ian runs his full custom garage TV show Automobile Workshop in the Mojave Desert. Ian and Jamie's perfect connection brought attention to their love lives. They supported each other and wished each other well. Their interests included custom automobile building. Jamie constantly participated in Ian's activities. She supported him mentally and physically. Her creative ideas improved the TV show. She even proposed a TV show for him, convincing him. Jamie's wedding gift from Ian was a Volkswagen Dune buggy made from vehicle components at home. So sweet. That gesture alone showed their strong personal connection, beyond the skill. Naturally, their friendship helped Ian become famous. No, you think? Find out. What made Ian Roussel famous? This couple wanted to stay private, but their automobile building needed an upgrade as the world changed. Waiting for life to bring flowers would be awful. At his wife's suggestion, Jamie Ian Roussel built a TV show after years of silence and reluctance. Because prices kept rising. He couldn't satisfy life's demands if he stayed low and average, as well as family and employee obligations. He would eventually be unable to live comfortably. Ian Roussel constructed his TV show, Full Custom Garage, with his wife's help, using the same inventiveness and hands-on dedication he uses to build custom automobiles. The show expanded naturally owing to Ian's sincerity and persistence. Ian was a custom car builder and well known before starting Full Custom Garage. His unusual car builds garnered attention at car events and in magazines. Because he didn't develop to follow trends, his skills set him apart in his business. He built like his life depended on it. His passion, energy, and life were visible in everything he built. The automotive media eventually noticed his distinctive work, especially those that seek out real builders, not simply those who appear perfect on film, but are unskilled. Ian's full custom garage show thrived on MAVTV, Motorsports and Automotive Network. MAVTV features specialty gear head programming. Ian pondered teaming with them to boost his TV show. He asked his wife, Jamie, who thought it was a great way to grow. He joined MAVTV and Masters Entertainment Group, who liked his natural, hands-on style, after she agreed. They didn't overproduce or write his work like many reality shows. The idea was simple but effective. It was to capture Ian making amazing custom vehicles from scratch, without stress, deadlines, or a big team, as he did every day. The show is a simple documentary. Ian usually works alone in his shop, talking to the camera and explaining the build. Metal tools replace studio lights, dramatic music, and staged conflict. 100% fiction. This approach appealed to automobile enthusiasts and builders who were bored of mainstream automotive TV's craziness. Ian struck them as genuine. This also raised MAVTV's profile and attracted additional viewers to see Ian build. TV viewers watch for enjoyment, to study car building, or to stay active. Both firms gained. Ian's TV show exit. Ian and his family became famous from this cooperation. People were making more requests and offers, which overwhelmed him. It affected his health, appearance, and film presentation. He seemed depressed, so people started asking questions. Though he wanted to stay on the show and make money, the inquiries were too much for him to bear alone. He returned after a short absence. Ian believed everything would return to normal after his break. He imagined he would recover and become a car champion again. But he kept getting sicker. His weight was dropping and the questions were too much for him. People's queries were depressing him. His wife suggested he restructure and get a new job, but he would have to start over until he got his footing. Ian eventually considered his wife, Jamie's advice, and considered quitting TV. He decided life is more than job, validation, enjoyment, and rest. It's also a huge element of existence. He lacked that then. He considered stopping full custom garage work. You can image his situation. This must have been horrible. Full custom garage was not cancelled by Ian. Seasonal gaps were visible. He would release one season and wait months before continuing. People thought Ian was getting tired of the work. People even lost interest. Many admirers thought Ian had left the spotlight or quit. Ian claims the gap was a rest, not a quit. However, was it? What may explain his withdrawal? Was there any miscommunication or unresolved conflict? Find out. Reasons for Ian's departure. Ian Roussel isn't afraid of the spotlight or TV. He is quiet, calm, reserved, and focused, caring more about quality than appraisal. Fame, people-pleasing, limelight, and camera things don't motivate him. He didn't want attention. He only wanted to win in his corner. After connecting the dots, he realized that the job did not fit his personality and character, which was why he felt pressurized and influenced by it. He thought it was wise to hide from everyone. He thought that work quality, not number of contacts, defines depth. He liked being behind the scenes. He doesn't like cameras, yet that work required him to be in front of them for hours, which bothered him. He worked and got fame, but he wasn't motivated. He wanted to focus on his car building in his own place, but the camera pressure was too much, so he reacted. Know what they say? Never give up on your passion. It's the most gratifying. Maybe Ian Roussel was done. Who knows? Another reason Ian left the TV show and MAVTV was to focus on his many personal interests. He had large goals and initiatives, but the work was taking up all his time and he felt aimless, so he thinks twice. He kept telling his wife, "My vision is at danger." He told his intelligent wife, who encouraged him. He realized someone else's idea couldn't harm his potential. He had to resign or include his personal life. Otherwise, he would be unfulfilled for a long time. Ian purposefully focused on personal builds and solo work throughout the gap. He prioritized self-discovery and potential development. He created wild rides off-screen as well as on the show. This time, he did it without cameras, and it was pure delight and contentment. To maintain his low profile and hands-on approach, he worked at his Mojave Desert shop. Ian started sharing videos with viewers on Full Custom Ian, his YouTube channel. Since it was his channel, he had more freedom, free from restraints, production schedules, and network interference. Just him, his tools, and his builds. That felt real, and he wouldn't swap it for anything. Despite his privacy, he built a significant audience from there. He felt safe on YouTube because he knew it was his vision, and he could express it freely. His true self was more popular than his theatrics. Ian Roussel focused on developing his channel to achieve this aim. Naturally, he loved it all. However, many didn't comprehend what was boiling behind closed doors. Back to Full Custom Garage. Nobody believed Ian still wanted to create a custom garage after a long delay. Some folks even forgot about the custom garage because it was gone, and nobody heard about it. It was surprising when Full Custom Garage returned after a long break. More than ever, it was bigger, bolder, and prettier. This return gave fans who liked raw innovation, old-school workmanship, and Ian Roussel's grit everything they needed for the season. They felt a powerful rejuvenation. That called for joy because so many people were whispering that the powerful Full Custom Garage had risen again. Full Custom Garage has established itself in automotive reality television since its founding. Big budgets, tools, and workspaces were unmatched. His wife supported Ian in his little space. Ian maximized his little and didn't create conventional autos. Every job he did left his clients with lasting recollections. Fans are expecting big things now that the show has returned. Love him and excited to see him back on screen. Ian acted again, happier and more alive. He was all in since he had sorted himself out before finding excuses to return. Fans are excited for every Full Custom Garage episode because they know they'll be great. Speculation stated that following episodes might contain partnerships with underground artists, tributes to classic traditions, and unimaginable futuristic cars. All fan favorites were returning on the new program. May VTV and other streaming services aired it. The first episode after its comeback showed that Ian remembered everything. This show was bigger than ever. He was more focused and determined to succeed despite all odds. The present is better than then. Their production, delivery, and overall quality have improved. Ian was really proud of his development, since it was evident he had changed drastically from his prior persona. Who wouldn't? He has grown more innovative and attracted more fans. Ian's ideology revived a community. Ian did something in one of his early programs that left viewers nostalgic and conflicted. He paid tribute to 1950s bubble-top display cars. A science fiction-inspired cruiser with space-age lines, a translucent canopy, and unique metalwork may have come from a vintage futuristic comic book. Ian performed several things that left his people with mixed emotions, including mood swings. They liked the feeling. Therefore, they looked forward to the next episodes. Ian kept his privacy despite this. He didn't explain his actions. He did much without consulting others, even in decision-making. They say people can only hurt you if they know you, so maybe that was good. He said he brought the show back because he missed it when asked why. He missed the buildings, people, and everything he did then. His surroundings weren't anything he wanted to share. He wanted them to know the obvious. Since he owed no one, he assumed whatever they wanted. Since his comeback, Full Custom Garage's internet following has grown. Forums lit up, fan pages revived, and younger builders found Ian's work. Seeing Ian turn junk into sculpture inspired me to try. Phoenix's 26-year-old welder said that. I have a small garage now, several projects underway. This is Full Custom Garage's ripple effect. It transcends entertainment. Ian was finding purpose and meaning, and this one revived him. Seeing the essence. He agreed it was no longer pointless. He now understood everything and was no longer challenged. Ian had his wife make mementos for his supporters to add to the recognition. Made mugs. All fans get t-shirts, customized books, etc. They also created a game to distribute souvenirs fairly without bias. Was successful. Games engaged fans and produced winners. This allowed them to deliver souvenirs quickly and safely. The return of a long-awaited show created a high atmosphere and excitement for a long period. However, there were obstacles. It's hard to pick up and organize things anew. Ian did his hardest, but he had problems. Time alters many things. People grow, tastes change, and industries change. When Full Custom Garage announced its return, enthusiasm mingled with quiet anxiety. Could it connect? Would die-hard fans who watched it episode after episode when it first aired still feel at home? Ian bravely accepted their inquiries. He passionately rekindled this vision, knowing it was his, and was ready for anything. He was ready for challenges and unknowns. He was ready for off-screen challenges. He didn't ignore these queries. He ensured excellent treatment for all. He saw this as a chance to better and brighten his world. Ian was a vehicle maker, but he never saw himself as mediocre. He did anything he was caught doing with passion. He was revered for his commitment to his causes. Although Ian was a role model, expectations were high. Custom cars had changed in the years since the separation. The grinders, torches, wrenches, and occasional rockabilly music were gone, making it more sophisticated and beautiful. It may now have a CAD station, social media strategy board, and quiet 3D printer. Today's builders affect others. YouTube channels with slick editing and clickbait headlines have swamped the market. Ian didn't even flinch at these seemingly insurmountable obstacles. He never cared about popularity or trends. He was doing his thing honestly, which made his people appreciate him more. He always said he wasn't competing if asked. He deliberately became his best self. It was going well for him. He changed even in his personal life, family, and relationships with others. It radiated happiness everywhere, enticing positive things to him. Many good offers were available, but this time he was attentive and selective enough not to take anything that would drain him and limit his possibilities. His wife became even more supportive. Love and understanding were growing in her. A wife who met all his needs. The place was wonderful as people felt positive energy everywhere. After recovering, they had several successes. They won TV show competitions and taught many young people to seize life's opportunities and improve them. They started empowering young people and helping them succeed against societal barriers. People started coming to them for mentorship because they recognized they had the solution. Full Custom Garage became the TV show for young people who wanted to live intentionally and build something lasting. People from varied backgrounds, seasoned professionals, and complete newbies are discussed as guest builders. Simply exhibit different voices and viewpoints from different people, and to honor creation's universal language. A young woman intentionally quit a corporate job to pursue bespoke fabrication in one instance. Raw, motivating, lovely, and excellent her narrative. What could be better? It was motivating. Ultimately, this comeback extends beyond picking up and putting things away. The focus is on evolving, expanding and broadening, accommodating people and systems, and ensuring the vision survives and everyone fits in. Yes, the tools, equipment, and audience may be different, but the spirit has never changed. Ian still arrives at the shop with wild ideas and great techniques to implement. He sees what a bare frame could be as well as what it is. The sound of machines and the scent of hot metal in the satisfaction of a job well done by his colleagues still provide him joy. Full Custom Garage taught a profound lesson. Even in a fast-paced world, when everyone follows trends and tries to keep their audience, authenticity is vital. One person cannot please everyone, so try your hardest and finest. Do all. Ensure your happiness and contentment. Use resolve to drive you. Don't run because others do. Ian's story shows that people might stumble when they run without a plan. Sit to re-strategize, reanalyze, and bounce back 10 times better when you waver. Ian Roussel fulfilled his passion and changed many lives. Who wouldn't love him? He left a legacy for future generations. What do you think of Ian Roussel after learning about his unusual but fantastic life and all his joys, challenges, and struggles? Is staying real under pressure the best option for him? Do you believe he can accomplish more? What would have been better? Comment your thoughts. Thanks for watching. This video was fun, so like, share, and subscribe for more motivating material. Watch the other videos on your screen before leaving.